Welcome to the NASCAR SpideyDitko Cup Series, race number 12. We welcome you all to yet another road course this season. This is the third road course race of the season, and it has taken us to the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, located in Lexington, Ohio. The racetrack right here mainly hosts, of course, in its name, numerous series such as IndyCar, the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, and has also hosted the NASCAR Xfinity Series here for the last 10 or so years. And now it is playing host to a NASCAR Cup Series race here today for the SpideyDitko Cup Series. The Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course has been a track that a lot of fans have been asking for. So, let's have a look at your ones to watch. We got Austin Cindric right here. He is starting on the pole for today's race. He competes full-time in the Xfinity Series, but he's really good at this racetrack. So you better watch out for him. And he also won back in 2019. And then we also have AJ Allmendinger, who, by the time you are watching this, yesterday would have been the Xfinity Series race. Of course, AJ Allmendinger won yesterday and all that sort of stuff. He is looking to sweep the Mid-Ohio weekend. We also got William Byron, who has qualified very well for these last few couple of races, not only at Texas and Fort Worth, COTA, and Charlotte. He just needs to put up good results. But the 24 definitely has the speed. Can he get the win here today? We also have Matt DiBenedetto, who actually, surprisingly enough, is actually a really good road course racing driver. You may not believe that, but believe me, he is really good. He's looking to see if he can get win number 2 of his NASCAR Cup Series career, as he's not too sure if he's going to come back next year. And then we also have Kevin Harvick right here. Harvick doesn't have much of a track record on road courses, but he qualified this Mobil 1 Ford very well, and he wants a little bit of some redemption from what happened at Circuit of the Americas. We got Ryan Blaney right here, which he is the only Penske car besides Brad Keselowski and, of course, Joey Logano to win a race this season. Will this be the day where Ryan Blaney gets win number 1? And then we have Austin Dillon right here. The RCR team, the whole RCR group, have been improving their road course racing program. A lot of people have been saying Austin Dillon can maybe be a factor. Then we also have Kyle Busch here today. He has also a good track record on road courses. He has previously won at WATKINS, GLEN, and also Sonoma. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Kyle Busch does in that number 18 Stanley Tools Toyota Camry. I think it's going to be very fast here today. I think a lot of the drivers here today have the potential to really outshine the competition here today. And then we also have Christopher Bell, who is knocking at the door of Kyle Larson's championship lead, because Kyle Larson did not have a good run last weekend in the Coke 600. He didn't even have a good run either at COTA, of course, as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if Christopher Bell can take the points lead away from Kyle Larson. So that's definitely something you may want to look out for here today. Now let's look at your race analysis. We have 25 cars that have showed up here today. We also got, of course, including AJ Allmendinger and, of course, Austin Cindric. They did not compete in the race at COTA because their cars were unprepared for that race, and quite only a few cars showed up at that race. So that's something else that's not really good. But anyways, though, it is a 6th lap race. Of course, this is a 2.58 mile road course. Of course, we are going to be running 150 kilometers. And the 33 car is on the pole. And of course, looking at your track map here, Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, it is a 11-10 course. Of course, going into turn 1, basically it's Martinsville, but instead of turning, of course, left, you turn right. That is the keyhole section. And then to 5 and 6, that's the carousel. And then 8 also, and then 8 is a normal turn, and then 9 through 10 is also the kink as well. Then going down to the start finish line, of course, is where these drivers, of course, will be doing. Now, of course, the straightaway exiting out of the keyhole is where the start line is, but we're not doing that. We're not in IndyCar. We're not doing it, all that stuff. The start finish line is on the finish line here in Mid-Ohio sports car course. So it's going to be a very interesting day. A lot of drivers have circled this track on the calendar. This is only the third new track of the season. Of course, LA Coliseum and COTA were the newest ones, as the Corvette pace car pulls down to pit road. And Austin Cindric and AJ Allmendinger lead us to the green flag. Austin Cindric with a really good jump there. And then through the keyhole. AJ Allmendinger fall behind. Side by side, that's Michael McDowell and William Byron. Oh, Kyle Busch spinning already. And back there, that's the 9 of Chase Elliott, the Daytona road course winner, has spun around in the keyhole section. And of course, the leaders right here. Cindric with a good lead. Right there. As they all go through this kinks section right here, all side by side. Don't know how it's going to work. Oh, Chase Elliott spins again. Oh, a hard hit by Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano. Oh, Truex spins around, and oh, Kyle Busch stopped in front of Austin Dillon, and Dillon is going down to pit road. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is just heating up right here. Look at Michael McDowell versus William Byron right here. Interesting battles going on all over the racetrack. As Ryan Blaney falls slowly behind. AJ Allmendinger trying to go for the lead on Austin Cindric. Oh, he spins around. AJ Allmendinger spins around Austin Cindric. Oh, hard contact. Hard hit there. William Byron goes on top of AJ Allmendinger as the caution comes out. The pace car picks up Austin Cindric, and wow, the 24 William Byron ramped onto the hood of the 16 of AJ Allmendinger, and wow, man, that was a very, very hard hit right there. Another DNF, another crash for the 24 William Byron. Ah, man. I jinxed him, man. I jinxed him. There's no other way of saying it. I jinxed him, man. Right in the beginning, I said that he was going to have a good run, but then the car just gets caught up in an accident. I just don't know how else you can put it in those words. But, of course, as you can see, Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski went into the garage. So did Chase Elliott as well. And, of course, Austin Dillon, too. And William Byron and AJ Allmendinger. So those 6 cars right there are all your are all the cars who have who are out here in Mid-Ohio. So 2 Penske drivers that won't get their second win of the season. AJ won't get a win this time around, but he has a few more couple of chances. Chase Elliott won't get the win. Austin Dillon doesn't even have a good run. And William Byron does not either. So that right there, that's devastating for those teams right there. And now, we've been under a red flag now. And now coming back around, we're going to complete lap number 3. And we're going to have 2 laps to go left here in Mid-Ohio. So, who is it going to be? The front row consists of Michael McDowell and Austin Cindric, 2 drivers looking for their first NASCAR Cup Series win. McDowell has been a veteran of the sport for a long time now. And Austin Cindric, the 2020 Xfinity Series champion, wants his first Cup Series win, as of course If you don't know, next year, Brad Keselowski, after doing an Xfinity race for Roush Racing, is now going to have a majority ownership in Roush next year. He is going to be driving for himself, RFK Racing. That's going to be the new driver of the 6 car next year, and Austin Cindric is going to the 2 car. Let's see if he can get a win right here, as the green flag is out. Blaney gives a shove to McDowell. DiBenedetto gives a push to Cindric. There goes Michael McDowell to the lead through the keyhole. And in second is William Byron. Third is Tyler Reddick. Austin Cindric falling back heavily. And now side by side here again. Oh, Eric Almirola spun around right there. Going for the king right here. Ryan Blaney going around the 34. Michael McDowell. Here comes Tyler Reddick. Christopher Bell. Kyle Larson. Matt DiBenedetto as well. Everyone jockeying for positions right here. Look at all of them right there. Oh, man. And the white flag waves for Ryan Blaney. Can McDowell close the deal? Can Tyler Reddick make something happen? Can Christopher Bell make something happen? He probably will take the points lead after this race. Here they come down for one last time. Oh, Larson gets loose right there. And here comes Kyle Busch. Busch spun on lap number 1. And look at that, going right through the kink section. Oh, he makes contact right there with the aid of Tyler Reddick. McDowell tried to send it in there with Blaney. Here comes Kyle Busch. Is Kyle going to put up an upset right here? Oh, he's going to hit the wall. Kyle Busch in the wall. And Blaney wins in Mid-Ohio. It's McDowell. Tyler Reddick. Busch can only settle for 4th place. And then in 5th, it is Christopher Bell. 6th place is Matty D. And then the Busch brothers and the other Busch brother in 7th. Kyle Larson can only settle for an 8th. Bubba Wallace, 9th. And Austin Cindric, the biggest loser of the day. Unfortunately, his run at his first win did not go the way he wanted to. He finishes in 10th. Oh my gosh. Were you not entertained during that freaking race? Wow, that was a crazy one here in Mid-Ohio. Everyone just bumping and banging all these cars. You thought we were in Martinsville here today, but everyone was racing like it was on a short track. And that's why we love road course racing. I know a lot of people have negative opinions and views on road course racing, saying that, you know, Chase Elliott or all these other drivers, you know, always win and all that stuff. It's just boring and all that sort of stuff. Well, if you put these drivers with ill-handling race cars, and if you put the most talented driver, and if you make him desperate, you're going to get a fantastic finish. But Ryan Blaney deserved that win here for sure. This is Ryan Blaney. Of course, overall, this is, I'm trying to see the stat marks here. This will be his, of course, his 5th win in the Spideyco Cup Series. His first win came in the Daytona July race. Came at Vegas in 18. 19, I'm trying to remember. That came at Martinsville, actually. Last year, it came at Auto Club Speedway and the Body Armor Ford. And he gets it again here in Mid-Ohio. Blaney, a very solid driver, as you can see the cars here are all ready and getting ready just to ship out. Now, the next race will be on a 1-mile track. That's going to be Gateway. That's going to be at Gateway in St. Louis, Worldwide Technology Raceway. And let's just round up some of the other notable drivers. Cole Custer finishes in 11th. Then it's Kevin Harvick, Ryan Preece, and then you got Chase Briscoe, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Alex Bowman, He was in the back all day, does not really get a good result. Daniel Suarez, Ryan Newman, Denny Hamlin, Anthony Alfredo, Ross Chastain. He had a solid run at COTA, him and Denny Hamlin, but that speed does not transfer to Mid-Ohio. Martrix Jr., a very disappointing result for him. Then it's Christopher Buescher, Eric Jones, and Eric Almirola was the last car running. And then now your DNFs here. You got 3 Chevrolets, of course, Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, William Byron, AJ Allmendinger, and then Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano. So, congrats to Ryan Blaney for getting his first dub of the year. And this is not over, folks, man. And as of now, Christopher Bell has taken the points lead away from Kyle Larson. Even with 1 win in the season, Christopher Bell has taken the championship fight away from Kyle Larson. And so as we wrap up this first half of the season, of course, this is race number 12 of 28. Things are only going to get crazier, folks. It's Gateway. And then we head off to the West Coast for Las Vegas and Sonoma and Portland. Portland will wrap up the first half of the season, and then the second half will begin at Indy. So we all hope you're going to enjoy those races. These next few stretch of races are going to be a fantastic set of ones. We thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.